So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to create YouTube videos that attract high intent buyers. People that are actually looking to buy, not people who are just looking just for information, just to go to the next video. People who are actually clicking just so they can actually look, watch, and then buy at the end, right? High intent buyers. And we're going to actually be doing live breakdowns of this here on my laptop. Now, I don't have the best setup, don't get me wrong, but I tried my best. I'm not like an internal design, like an interior designer or something like that, but I tried my best with the setup, and we're going to be doing some live breakdowns, two of Iman Gadzhi videos, then one from a SaaS company called Instantly AI. And yeah, because I think they have really good videos, I'm actually going to do a breakdown of the channel eventually, and I'm going to break down their entire YouTube strategy. But let's just get into it, and I'm going to show you guys how to create YouTube videos that attract high intent buyers. So let's get into it. So first we have Iman Gadzhi's video, and this one's pretty important because you can just see here by like the actual packaging, it's boring, but will make even beginners millionaires in 2025. Now, this is, of course, attracting beginners, people who are not millionaires, which is going to be a wide, variety of people. So this is automatically top of the funnel content. But what is actually even more interesting is how I got to this, video. So how I got here was I clicked his recent video. Let me actually head over to his actual channel. So click on videos. If I actually click on his recent video here, mute it really quickly, you can see in the description and not the comment section in this video, but you can see in the description he has this video called The Laziest Way to Make Money Online in 2025. So I'm going to click that video. And then in this video, I'm pretty sure he has it in the comment section. Yep, he has. It's boring, but will even make beginners millionaires in 2025. And it's in the description as well. And then that led me to the video I'm showing you guys today, which is a top of the funnel video. And this actually links to his $37. I think this is one of his tools or something like that. Digital Launchpad. It's $37 every single month, subscription-based model. But anyhow, you can just see the funnel he has pretty much from one video to another video to a video that actually pitches something. This is exactly how it should be for you as well. What I usually like to do is link from top of the funnel to middle of the funnel to bottom of the funnel if you have a high ticket offer. And if you have a low ticket offer, you can go from middle of the funnel to top of the funnel to top of the funnel, something like that, right? That even works for low ticket offers. So that's how I got to the video. Let's actually just get into it and actually watch the video really quickly.
Here is the raw reality of making your first $1 million, coming from someone who made their first million at the age of 18.
Okay, so 7 seconds in, I already have so much to say, but if we just go back a little bit, you can pretty much see he opens up, with cool editing, so it's automatically displaying social proof coming from somebody who already made $1 million at the age of 18. That's an automatic social proof. So they're going to watch it. They're going to be like, okay, this guy's instantly validated. He has clean edits, clean background. He did it at 18. Why can't I do it? And they're most likely older than him or around the same age as, 18. So let's just keep watching. Let's just keep in mind here to give social proof, and he's making himself the authority.
And tens of millions of dollars since then. Now, there are 5 raw truths that no one really talks about when it comes to building wealth, especially if you want to do it starting from zero. Now, the first raw truth is that 80% of success is timing. Now,
Okay, not to do too many pauses here, but you can already see, let's go back a little bit here. He pretty much showed the lifestyle of, someone who is basically a millionaire. Pretty much he's targeting people who want this lifestyle, pretty much. And this is like the average lifestyle of a millionaire, Rolls Royces, cool things like this, watches, cars, things like this. And then he goes into the 5 raw truths. So pretty much these are what I call open loops. So each one of these 5 truths is going to be a loop. And when loop number 1 is going to be the first raw truth, loop number 2 is going to be the second raw truth, and you have to stay to watch the entire video to actually open all the loops. And closing a loop is pretty much going from 1 to 2, and then 1's closed, 2's open. So they need to watch the whole video to actually get through all the loops. And all the loops are going to be important for them to actually get the promise that they got in the title to actually become a millionaire in 2025. So this is like perfectly like structured. This is really good from Iman Gadzhi and his team.
Now, most successful people won't admit that though. They're going to tell you that the reason they succeeded was due to all of the hard work that they put in, the risks they took, and their discipline to show up and stay consistent day after day, which, by the way, definitely plays a big part in their success for sure. But the point is, there is something else that they never address. Listen, I've been in the online game.
Okay, let me actually go back a little bit here.
Won't admit that though. They're gonna tell you that the reason they succeeded was due to all of the hard work that they put in.
Okay, so he's automatically just, disagreeing and, putting down all of those common beliefs that a lot of, gurus or a lot of people tell other people who are trying to become, well, millionaires in 2025 or millionaires ASAP. He's disagreeing with that. He's putting all those beliefs down, which is automatically going to engage, the audience, because they're going to be like, this guy is going against what everyone else is saying. He became a millionaire at 18 years old. This guy has clean editing. He's obviously, somebody like this guy is someone I need to watch and actually learn from. This guy is automatically, Iman is automatically placing himself as an authority, and him actually disagreeing with all of these common beliefs is actually making himself an authority, and more people are engaged and interested to hear what he has to say. So really good positioning here. Keep this in mind for your videos as well. Even if you do this in a hook, and you have to do it after social proof though, because if you do it in the beginning, they're gonna be like, okay, who's this guy? This guy's some random dude. I'm not gonna listen to him. But if you're a guy, who's helping people make millions of dollars, or maybe yourself is making millions of dollars, they're actually going to listen to you. So automatic social proof, automatically engaging the audience and making them interested in what you have to say in the actual rest of the video. Now, let me just go through it a little bit. And you can pretty much see he has the timestamps. All of these loops are just open loops. So I'm not really going to go over the rest of the video. That's not the point of this video, not to go over the whole thing. I just want to go over pretty much the intro and maybe the outro a little bit. But he's pretty much just, obviously this video is going to be him selling something at the end, which I'm assuming by the link in the bio and the description is going to be his $37 digital launchpad, which you're going to get live access to. And I guarantee you this funnels into other paid products, and they go higher after total poll depending on how much money they make. Like they can afford this, why wouldn't they pay for one-on-one coaching for a couple thousand? And then after that, they can pay for a mastermind for 20,000. And it just goes up from there depending on, whatever they want to buy. But that's pretty much how a funnel works. So we're done with this video. Now let's actually go over to this video here. So you can see this is a SaaS channel. This is Instantly AI. They do a really good job with YouTube. I actually take some inspiration from their thumbnails and from their titles, everything like this. Really good channel. I'm going to break down in a future video. Make sure you subscribe for that one. So if I scroll down here, okay, right here, the best cold email strategy in 2025. You can pretty much see this is middle of the funnel, obviously. This isn't like really generalized. It's only targeting people who do cold email or who want to do cold email. And it's telling them the best strategy in 2025. So it's this year. It's now. It's urgent. They need to click. They need to watch. They can learn now, not last year, not the year before that, but for this year. So you can see this thumbnail pretty much shows like a little bit of like a funnel, a workshop. I think that says funnel in the thumbnail. I can't really see it, but it says use this workshop funnel or something like that, and then email. And then, so let's click it. This is obviously attracting business owners. We'll actually watch the intro and see what he has to say.
In this video, I'm going to be revealing one of the most effective cold email strategies that you can literally copy and paste to flood your pipeline with qualified prospects. This is one of the best strategies that we've been using inside of our business and has already generated over $60,000 in contracted revenue in just 2 months using this simple strategy. Look, I've tried all of the cold email strategies out there.
Okay, so automatically you can see what a lot of these people do when it comes to showcasing strategies and showing things that people should implement today is actually, they do a really good job at showing people the social proof and what they've done, what they've achieved, what they've done before, so that you can actually believe them. This is what we call social proof, of course. And I feel like, watching all these videos, I haven't done enough. So what I have done is I've helped Pop AI journey over 4.2K from one YouTube video. This was back in like January 20th. I helped them with that video. Honestly, I've helped AI brands, AI companies, SaaS companies. I recently helped a website / landing page type of company as well. Or actually, it's like more like a brand, and that's going well as well. So I've helped, a variety. We mostly focus on AI and SaaS companies. But yeah, that's just me displaying social proof because, I'm watching these videos, I feel like I'm not displaying enough. So obviously you can see he gave the intro, he told them what to expect, and he told them why they should listen to him, basically. That's what social proof is, why you should listen to me.
All of the cold email strategies out there, we've sent millions of cold emails. We've been able to drive multiple 7 figures to our businesses. And this strategy by far seems to be the one that continues to outperform others. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to replicate this exact strategy and implement it into your business to get more replies, more big calls, and ultimately grow your business. Let's get into it. So before we get in.
Okay, perfect. So he pretty much told them what, they should expect from the video, why they should listen to him, and what they're going to learn and what they're going to get out of it pretty much. So this is pretty much a really good intro. And the reason I'm talking mostly about intros in this video is because this is what sets up the rest of the video. This is what sets up, who's going to watch the rest, who's actually going to stay and watch the video. Because if your intro is very generalized, really like, here's how to go from 0 to $10 million in one single year, you're going to attract people who are, even at $0, who have no money to buy your course or anything like that. But if you start the intro off, a good way, really positioned, maybe you script it out, and maybe you say something like, here's how to get from 10K to 100K plus in 1 year, you're going to attract people who actually have money, who actually have 10K, to 100K. It's really about the numbers pretty much. And if you're leveraging your social proof and you say like 6 figures, 7 figures, this is going to attract people like that as well, because people who don't have a lot of money aren't going to be able to afford that. They're going to feel like, I can't even afford this. This guy's too advanced for me. Let me just go watch a more beginner-friendly video. And you don't want to attract those people who have no money because they're not high-intent buyers. If anything, they're just there for the information, then they're going to just leave. So yeah, you don't want to attract them, and the intro is very important for attracting the right people and high-intent buyers. So you did a really perfect intro right there. And no, let me actually say this really quickly. One structure that I like to do when it comes to the intro is why, what, how. So talk about why they should watch this video, which is like the social proof, what they're going to get out of it, what they should expect. What, so like what they're going to learn, what you're going to help them implement, and what system you're going to help, what system are you going to show them, and then how. How are they actually going to do it? And then, obviously you can say it by watching the whole video, and then, click the link below to book a call with me, and let's just get into it. Something like that. So why, what, how. That's the framework I like to do for intros, with the people that I work with, and even for my channel as well. So that's a really good intro right there. And obviously in the end, you can know he's pitching Instantly AI, which I'm pretty sure he made. Yeah, he's a really good one right here. Now let's go to another middle of the funnel video. And this is another one from Iman Gadzhi. This is like, I'm zooming in for some reason, but this is his business channel. So as you already know, if you watch my channel, I talk about his business channel a lot, even like Jordan Welsh's, people like Nick Cosman. They do stuff like this because they attract higher quality people apart from their main channel. Their main channel is more top of the funnel because they already pretty much took over the whole space. Jordan Welsh took over the dropshipping space. Iman Gadzhi took over the social media marketing space. They already took it over. They can just go top of the funnel on their main channels, get those lower level people, like people who don't have much money to spend, and then just, bring them up the funnel pretty much. But on their business channel, they can attract only high intent buyers and only people with a lot of money to invest in their actual programs. So this is what I might do in the future as well. Obviously, a lot of people take this route and some people don't. Some people like the lower level people, then they nurture to higher level. But of course, if you have a business channel, you're going to get only the high intent buyers. But you don't only need a business channel to get high intent buyers, by the way. So you can see this is another middle of the funnel video. We're going to be zooming into this one, the lazy 80-20 model to scale your info business. This is obviously targeting people with an info business, not people with a social media marketing agency, not other people with a cooking show, but people with an info business, selling info to other people. This can be like courses, things like this, I'm pretty sure. So we already learned from this video that the title pretty much is like the actual really important part, because that's going to tell them why they should even watch, like why they should even consider clicking on the video. Then the thumbnail is going to be pretty much explaining the story. It shouldn't repeat what the title says. It should just, tell more of the story. So let's say let's go to this one actually. Let's say the title is the 150K per month prison, why I had to completely reimagine my info business. The thumbnail isn't going to say the exact same thing. It's going to say something like 150K a month, and it's going to cross it out, which pretty much, makes the viewer interested and curious. Why is it crossed out? What's 150K per month prison? Let me click it. Let me watch it. This sounds interesting, right? So things like this. Either way, let's just get into this video and see what it's about.
Man, it is such interesting times in the info space, the coaching, consulting space, whatever you want to call this, digital product space. Times really are changing, and it's like fascinating to watch. I've been in this space for almost 10 years. The main thing I want to talk to you guys about here today is I basically want to address this idea of like the 80-20 for your info business. Okay, what is like the lazy model that you can just focus on, and if you can do that, like most other things kind of fall into place. Now I know a lot of times I prepare like super nice iPad presentations and I get my thoughts down, and then I get my design team to put it all together and this and that.
So automatically you can see this is going to get the viewer's attention, because Iman Gadzhi usually has like cool scripts, like he just said. He usually has like cool iPad presentations, things like this, but this is like completely raw. He's sitting there with his arm like this, talking to the camera, being really relatable to the actual person watching. And he's saying, Man, this is crazy. I've been in the info space for over 10 years. You know, things have changed. He's automatically made himself an authority, been in the space for over 10 years. He's being relatable, you know, just sitting there like things are changing. Everyone's thinking the same thing, especially with AI in the mix, even though he didn't mention that. And yeah, he's just making himself an authority and he's saying how this video is going to be different, which is why they're going to actually watch because it's way different than all his other videos. This is more raw, you can see. Like he doesn't have any presentation. It's literally just him talking to the camera. It's more raw. I mean, I've never seen him do this to the camera, just like talking. That's pretty like different for Iman, if you ask me. He usually has these cool presentations and these cool intros, right? So
Like none of that today. As I said, I was literally just speaking with someone inside 8FL, and I just wanted to get this video out. So can you guys actually leave me a comment down below? Like, what format do you prefer? I've done a couple of these off the cuff. I think I did one in the car, one on the plane. Like, do you prefer these kind of videos, or do you prefer my sort of iPad presentation videos? Like, what format do you prefer? Just let me know on this channel. But anyways, the point that I'm really trying to get across here is there's different benchmarks that you can take your info business up. Don't take this in any derogatory way. There's the people making 10 to 20K a month as sort of like solo infopreneurs, and they're killing it, like those solo creators. Then the people between like 20 to 100, even 150K a month. It's kind of like the middle class of our info industry. And that's not like in any rude way. If you're in the steel manufacturing business, the middle class could be like, whatever, $10 million a month in output. So every industry, the middle class looks slightly different. And what I was speaking to this gentleman about is that like, if you want to get to like that 200 to 400K a month mark in profit, by the way, I'm not talking revenue, in profit, and you want to do it in the most like lazy 80-20 way possible, there's really one part of the business that I think is the most important to knuckle down, because without this, all the fancy funnels and this and that, they just simply won't work. Now, if you want to get to $1 million a month or 2 million a month, like that's a different story. And listen, I can help you get there, but that's not really the point of this video. The point of this video is to discuss what's that one thing that you can do that really just makes your entire info business 10 times easier. And that thing is spending time, really like sitting down, writing, speaking to AI.
okay, so you can see pretty much he, you know, gave a lot of info. I honestly thought this video would be targeting more like higher, you know, level people. Like honestly, his other videos on this channel are. I thought this video would be as well, but you can pretty much see it's way more raw. Even someone in the comments said, I just like the raw format a lot more. We'll save you a lot of money for complex editing. People like it more. You'll convert better. That's true. But yeah, even Ali Abdal commented, I love this raw format. So you can just see this is a raw video, maybe a bad example. I would call something like this a pattern interrupt because most of his videos are, you know, obviously scripted, super cool intros, super edited, all that stuff. Now this is completely raw, so it's obviously going to be a pattern interrupt and people are going to watch it, or whoever clicked on this video is actually going to watch it. And if you go back to the actual channel, you can even see the thumbnail had no text in it. So it's giving like just raw video vibes pretty much already, you know, just looking at the thumbnail. But that's pretty much the 3 videos that we're going to go over today. And maybe this third one was a bad example, but that you can just consider it more of like a pattern interrupt. You could take that for your videos as well. If we do one specific type of format for all of your videos, do another specific type, like I've never done this before, like me talking, me doing a live breakdown, and maybe that's a pattern interrupt. Maybe people will actually click, will actually watch the whole video. So hopefully this video helped you, and hopefully my insights on YouTube and YouTube marketing, everything like that, will help you actually start to attract high intent buyers to your YouTube channel through your YouTube videos. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to work with my YouTube agency, click the first link below. I'm not going to pitch it too much. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.